Stephen, victory here at Seaview in the County Antrim Shield. We come away with a trophy. I'm sure you're a very happy and proud manager tonight.
I'm thrilled for everyone. It's when you prepare a team to come and play in a big final, it's a very, very difficult thing to do because there's always going to be one winner and one loser, and when you lose a big cup final, it can be a heartbreaking event, and for us to come out on the right side of it tonight is just tremendous, for not just for the team and for the staff, but for the whole people of Carrick, for the board who have put all the work in over the last number of years to get the club to where it is, and then the challenge for things like this is just amazing. So I'm very proud of how the fans have come out in huge numbers here tonight. To see over 1,000 fans here, and to see people flying in from the States just to watch our team, and a full house from Cliftonville fans making it a fabulous occasion. In a brilliant game, a bumper electric game of football, and for us to find our way through and claim that trophy, and having not won it for 33 years, it says a lot about the resilience of the team, of the desire of the team, the focus of the team, and I'm just so glad that we were able to deliver it for everyone, and we've sent everyone away ecstatic tonight, so I'm thrilled.
As you say, on the game, it was probably a story of battling back, going down a goal so early and maybe not quite having the first half we wanted, but coming out after the break, and you saw us giving it a real good go, never say die, and ultimately getting our goal to take the penalties.
Yeah, we knew coming off the back of our great result on Saturday that this would be a completely different game, and I knew Jim would he made 6 changes into the team, and he's a master tactician. He has wonderful players and wonderful talent at his exposure, and we had to match that tonight. We knew they would come at a wave at us. They clipped the ball long. Jim talked a lot in his interviews at the weekend around us bullying them in that particular game. So I knew they would be up for the fight. They brought their leaders back into the team, and Rory Hale and Johnny Addis and various others, and they were first to the ball. They were winning first and second ball, and as I say, coming down that direct path at us from the goalkeeper who kicked it long and got on top of us, and they were getting more men into the box than we were getting back up the pitch, and that was a difficulty for us. They had the pressure and we couldn't get out, and it was important that we got into at half time 1-0 and were able to make those changes, and I nearly lost the run of myself shouting at people at half time about not doing their job. We had to make a few changes, and we got Adam Leckie into the game, and what a difference he made tonight in how he controlled the front line, dragged people into the game. Danny started playing the way he should have played in the first half. Paul Heatley was electric, and then all of a sudden the tide turned, and we came at them in waves and waves and waves, and it was so magnanimous of Jim and Rory Hale particularly to come and say how well we played and congratulate us on our win. So that's the manner of respect that is shared between people like ourselves, and I thought it was a great game of football, but big turnaround, as you say. First half not happy, second half we were sensational, and we knocked on the door a number of times. Paul had a couple of great wee chances, and we got that breakthrough goal, and then we go on to score some wonderful penalties that we practiced last night, and I was very confident we would do it again.
Yeah, that was going to be our next question. We've been there before in this tournament, against Glentoran and Larne, and we came here again on penalties. We showed great coolness in the spot kicks we took, and I'm sure you're happy for Scott Pendelly, who had played in previous rounds but hadn't got to the penalties, if you like. Got there tonight and made a save in the end that really got us over the line as well.
Well, I said to him before we went into the penalty kicks, I said, just go and make yourself a hero, and a bit like Danny and Saturday scoring the goals, he makes that big save, and our boys were cool, composed, and go up and clip those penalties in with great aplomb, and that takes courage when you're in a big stadium. We spoke a little bit around the huddle about what we wanted from them in their penalties, and boy did they deliver. So it's a great team effort, and what they have put together and how they have done it together, I'm just honestly, I can't tell you how pleased I am for everyone at this football club, how hard they work, the effort they put in behind the scenes. It's simply class.
And it was great to see how much it meant to the large Carrick support that travelled up here tonight. You know, they got behind the team from the first minute, and you know, you saw the emotion of everyone. You know, when it came to that, not full time whistle, but you know, went on penalty from Maiden Stale. You know, getting the photos with the trophy. You know, it meant so much to everyone in attendance tonight.
You can't write this stuff, nor can you buy it. You have to be there, and you have to feel the emotion of it, and that's what you get with live football, and that's why when you bring all of those people to the game, and they're cheering you on, and they drive you over the line, and you're really sucking the ball into the net, and you know, and I had many years of it here at this home ground here with Crusaders. And it was that type of feeling. We were coming at them in waves. We were looking for that goal, and we got the breakthrough. But the Carrick fans played all their part, because the noise they were making behind that goal that we were shooting into, above my head, the noise that I was hearing, I just knew we were going to get a moment in this game. So I thank them for that. It takes a big effort, takes a big team effort. So we've done it as fans, and we've done it as a team, and anybody associated with this football club will be very, very proud tonight.
Thank you, Stephen.